Jake and Annabelle lived near a pond. One day they wanted to skip stones on the pond. Jake found some flat stones and started to throw them. 1, 2, 3. Jake continued, skipping back at him. He picked it up and threw with all his might, but it still came back. Maybe it's magic. Magic. Annabelle suggested there were Just then their father called them for dinner. Fog started to cover the pond. Coming farther, they both said. When they were inside the pond, the monster peeked his eyes out of the pond and started.
Okay, we're done.
One day, Jane and Max wanted to go stone skipping, so they went to the nearest pond by them. They picked up a stone and they threw it, and the stone kept coming back to them. So Jane and Max threw the stone together, and then the stone came back to them and opened the portal. They went in the portal and they were thinking, why did this happen? What happened? Did the rock do this? They remembered that the rock was purple. They opened the rock and they went in the portal, and the portal was full of life. The end.
There was a ghost named Joe.
Joe wanted to kill Wendy to take over her house.
Every 2 weeks, Joe went to Wendy's house to mess everything up.
1 week he went over, he had a gun.
He picked up his gun and Wendy said, "Please don't kill me."
And did two warning shots.
Then his third shot hit her in the head. Bam.
Then Joe took over the house.
And blood was all over the carpet.
Then Joe lived a happy life.
The end.
Mary just got home from the pumpkin patch. She dropped her pumpkin on the table. She grabbed her sharpest knife. She started to cut the pumpkin, but it didn't cut at all. So it kept growing bigger and brighter. Then the pumpkin turned into a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. Then the pumpkin started to say, "Why are you trying to cut me?" Then the pumpkin grew a body and started to chase Mary. "Stop chasing me," Mary said, and started to She back from the pumpkin was gone. She looked back. The pumpkin was gone. She walked back to the kitchen and the pumpkin was sitting on the table. The pumpkin didn't see her, so she cut the pumpkin in half and started slicing up her pie. It was delicious.
The end.
Done.
Someone trespassed someone's yard. They wanted to get caught, but they did get caught, and a grandma came out with a 9mm. Let's load it, Grandma.
and grandpa came out with an AR-15 rapid fire. And they started shooting. It hit one. And the scary grandchild came out with some bombs and said, "Do you guys want to go bomb chopping?" But the baby slapped Joey in the face. But then Joey got shot. Ugh! Bye, Claudia. The end.
Kim was trying to cut the pumpkin, but it kept dodging her. And then the pumpkin grew out some arms and legs. It started running away. It stared at the girl. The pumpkin tried to run away. But the girl said, "I want pumpkin pie." Those words made the pumpkin run so much faster than it could. So then the girl ended up with no pumpkin pie. The end.
Evely woke up. She hopped off her straw bed. Evely hurried and slipped some clothes on. She wore a plaid shirt and jeans. She walked downstairs where her grandma was cooking biscuits. You're probably wondering, where's the TV? Well, you see, Evely lives in a fairy tale world. And plus, the year was 1897. You see, Evely's grandmas glared at her and said, "You can't free him. He's gone forever." Evely glared. "You might think grandmas are nice and cute and sweet, but not this one." Evely's grandma was not sweet nor kind. She was a selfish, greedy old woman. Well, she was 73 to be exact. Evely opened her mouth to speak, but nothing came out. Evely closed her mouth and grabbed her backpack. "Where do you think you're going, Evely's grandma asked cruelly. Evely didn't answer. She just walked over and started to fill her backpack with fruit and biscuits. Just when she had finished, her grandma sat down in her big chair. Then she cup of tea while at it. "Wait." "No, Grandma," Evely said. "What did you just say?" Evely's grandma asked. "I just said no, Grandma," Evely said. And with that, she slammed the door shut on her screaming grandma. Evely smiled. She just outsmarted a 73-year-old woman. She took out her bow truck and started walking. 1 year later, Evely stood in the shade of a big oak tree. She had collected every single item for the wishing spell, except for a drop of blood and a hopeful thought. Evely started crying, but after all of these months filled with thirst and hunger, she couldn't shed a tear. Instead, she cried diamonds. It had been a year. Evely screamed. She was scared she was too late. Suddenly, a person with a red hood appeared. She grabbed Evely and threw her into a cart. She tied Evely with ropes and threw a small dart at her. Evely's eyelids flew over her eyes. Evely woke up the next day next to a mirror. It looked exactly like the one where Mira was hidden, but she could not be for sure. She noticed that there was a little hole in her finger. She thought it had been pricked by a needle, and a hopeful thought had been taken from her head. The red hooded finger walked up next to her and said, "Make your wish already." Evely did not know what was going on. She asked, "What wish?" Evely couldn't be for sure, but she thought she saw the red-hooded finger roll her eyes. "Oh, that wish," Evely said. She went to the table where all the items she had collected for the wishing spell were. She silently closed her eyes and said, "I wish to free the man in the mirror." Suddenly, before she could even say boo, well, she had time to say boo, she just didn't choose to. Before she could say boo, the mirror opened like a little door, and a man flew out. He was young, looking about 12 years old. He had red hair and dark skin. Evely flew her arms around him. "Remember me?" she asked. The boy frowned and said, "Evely?" he asked. Then his eyelids shut and his heart stopped beating. Evely began to shed diamonds again. "Please wake up, please wake up, please wake up." But the boy didn't. The floor started erupting, and the mirror fell on Evely and Mira, and it kind of went over them like a hat almost. The red figure ripped off her hood. And the next thing you know, she was gathering items for the wishing spell. The end.
Hey Bob, you want to sneak in that old creepy place?
Yeah, sure, Doug. I'll come.
This is sick, bro.
Yeah. Wait, did you hear that?
You know, where'd it come from?
I think it came from that broken, run-down basement.
Fun, let's go.
Run.
Hey, get back here.
Run, Doug. Hurry up.
I think we lost him.
You hear that?
Yeah, let's go to bed.
Yep.
No, wait. No, wait. No, Parker, you did something wrong.
Okay, now what did I do?
I'm supposed. Wait, why? Are you
It's okay. Go ahead and talk it out. Pick up where you left off. Quiet.
You say, Doug, hurry up, and then I say, I think I lost him, and then I say, yeah, let's go to bed. And you say you hear that, and then I say, no, wait, yes, it's silence. And then I say, I think we're getting arrested.
Don't need hurry and play mine.
Hold, don't interrupt. So finish. Tell them where you want them to start from.
There.
You just say, Doug, hurry up, and then I go until you say you hear that.
Okay. So say, Doug, hurry up. That's the cue. Have a seat, guys.
You're gonna have to restart the whole thing. Wait, actually, no. Wait, what was that? Oh wait, no, I'm too scared to look. Oh, I have the perfect idea. Yeah. This one's perfect. Hey!
The 7 chairs. I wanted to have all 7 chairs, but I couldn't get all 7 chairs. So then I got angry. Then I disappeared.
Yo, want to go to a haunted house today?
Sure. Let's meet up at 8:15.
Okay, perfect. Want to hang before we go?
Yeah.
Be there in a few. Do, 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 do.
Oh, hi.
Yo,
I heard there's a haunted house up in the woods.
okay, let's go. Let's go in a few.
Okay, let's go. Hey, Mom, can we borrow your car? Sure. 15 minutes later. Okay, we're here now.
That was scary.
I don't think this is the right haunted house. Let's go to it anyways.
That was scary.
Why are there dribbles of actual human blood? They look fresh.
I don't know. My head. I'm gonna get out of here.
Don't leave me, please.
I'm gone.
The end.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I get home. Wait up, Bob! Watch out! Yep.
One day when Cyrus was walking home and looked into the distance and said, I want to go beyond where I can't see, said Cyrus to Bryce. So they spent almost 2 years building a track over the water. But they were stopped by a boulder, so they said, but tay, fake hay. And they flew over the boulders, safely back on track. Then they said there was no going back now. And the track ended, and they saw a glowing in the distance. and it was the heart of the earth. So when they touched it, the world, in the world, it shook. Oh, wait, what? They touched it, and the world shook, and boulders fell. Tsunamis happened, and they died. The end.